Welcome back, Commanders. It is a Dr. Terra Volcano Island day today, so let's go ahead and try to take him down without any boosts. What I have done, though, is got a landing craft up to level 19, so I'm trying to get that up to 20 today, meaning that I've upgraded all of my, or boosted, sorry, all my resource reward statues, including one new one that I re-rolled, a resource reward at 40%, boosted up to 80%. Now, of course, they go up to 50%, so imagine getting a boost of 100% for one statue. That would be definitely quite something to remember, but unfortunately, I am not there yet. So what I'm going to do over in this first stage is not even check the headquarters health. You only live once, right? Let's go save up as much time as we can, but what I'm going to do is just send in my warriors at the bottom, and they should just follow this path along the left of these supply points. I'm really hoping that they don't veer off to the right, but I do have a flare ready if it comes to that. Oh, look at that. Brilliantly set up. What I'd love to know, I should ask Tim from Supercell, the media manager, or the guy that does the fan relations and all that, how they sort out Dr. Terra. Like, how do they prepare Dr. Terra? Is it like all generated off an algorithm or what? All I'm going to do is just go ahead and smoke out guys. It's not really all that necessary, but for those of you that are a bit low, it could possibly help a bit. I mean, we're still in a gunboat energy surplus as well, so not like that's a problem. I'm going to go ahead and shock the two cannons a little like so. That works out perfectly. So there's only a sniper tower and mortar that's able to get to us, and unfortunately my guys are so strong that I didn't even manage to see them hit, but we'll pretend that they did. I'm sure they would have. Alright. So today, actually tomorrow, sorry, is going to be the Lieutenant Hammerman Attacks Us, which will be a world exclusive on my channel, I assume, because I live in Australia. I have the fortune of living in the future. So, because these Boom Beach events happen according to your local time, I get them a lot earlier than the rest of the world, which is really nice as well. We'll be able to have a look at the new event together and hopefully learn something new. And I'm sure I'll be able to beat a couple of stages, even though I've only really focused on defense in this game. I mean, I've upgraded defense like when I haven't been able to gather the resources, like on weekends and stuff, if I'm going away or something of the sort. I always went ahead and upgraded one of my defenses. Alright, so we've got this mortar over here. Let's go ahead and just, well, flare to that and then flare onto the headquarters. Collect as much gunboat energy as we can, and lots of things have been happening actually this weekend. I actually might go out of the house and go shopping, because I really need to buy that cable again. And I don't want to buy it online, like the cable that I always talk about. It's called the Lightning to HDMI cable. It's really interesting because the Lightning, as the screen just flickers, I think, the Lightning cable on the iPad, or the Lightning connector, it actually isn't able to supposedly process out HDMI footage. So that's why the cable costs like $80. I was wondering how in the world does a little cable that just switches like Lightning to HDMI cost so much? But it's because it has like it's a mini computer inside the cable, because the Lightning connector isn't able to actually process HDMI images, which is a bit of an oversight by Apple. But I guess how many people want to actually record their footage and all? Although I do know that Apple products are used a lot, like in universities and all, and for lectures, and that's what a lot of universities use, like iPads to show off like screens or whatever a lecturer wants to show off. Alright, let's go ahead and just clear out those mines, and we will be good over here. What I'm going to do is drop one boatload over here and 3 boatloads over here. So these guys are going to go to the left. Oh no, a flare landed way too quickly. Okay. And I'll smoke my guys up onto that sniper tower. I mean, stage 3 definitely could have been done a lot better. I thought that ended up being a little bit better than it was. It's just that initial flare didn't go all that well for us. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just flare to the bottom and to the right with this flamethrower and the cannon. I think that cannon was out of range anyway, so I got a little lucky there. Also, I did have to restart a new account as well on Boom Beach because it's against terms of policy to use BlueStacks and Andy, which I was using for that second account. I mean, I probably could transfer it over, but what I'm going to do is when I buy this new cable, hopefully in the next couple of hours, I'll be able to record without any of those flickers, and the game won't randomly cut out sometimes. I mean, hopefully you guys don't notice it. But I always blabber on about it. That's for certain. Alright, so I didn't even check out the health, did I? I wasn't really paying too much attention. So let's go ahead and drop 4 boatloads on the right hand side just to get these nice and easy peasy supplies. Then where are our guys going? They will go over to the rocket launcher. Alright, so I will just go ahead and there's a couple of them sacrificing themselves. So I'll reflare onto this rocket launcher here. I'll get 1 artillery just to clear these 2 mines out, and then we'll go on to the headquarters. I think that boom mine's going to be able to get our guys. Well, I guess if you go around this way, you won't really have like 64 warriors to worry about to encompass the whole headquarters, so you should be good. Let's go ahead and just use up all of our gunboat energy. 3 medkits. Bit overkill, but ensures that very little of our guys end up dying, which is nice. No, a fair few did. Nothing too much to worry about though. Alright, 9 warriors there died. Could have been definitely a bit better done that. I mean, I'd definitely hang right and go around that way instead of just going straight up the guts myself. Alright. Oh, well, actually, see, I always go back to the map now, and it's just a bad habit where you can just go do this. I love that. It's such a good feature, but I don't use it anywhere near enough. It's just a habit just to go back to the map or to your main base to get your recook, I guess, your warriors. Alright, well, there's a lot of gunboat energy which we're going to collect, and see, this stuff I think we're going to end up missing because I need to go ahead and get this as well, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within possible range. I think this one at the top we're going to have to give a miss. What I'm going to do is just shoot right here. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Beautiful placement. That worked out. We almost got that bunker as well. That was unexpected. Alright, so that's 93 gunboat energy. So how much health does it take from the headquarters? Not that much. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 around here as well. But the only things that are going to be able to attack us are like sniper towers and mortars, especially first off. So what I'm going to do is drop 7 boatloads. And I'm going to go ahead and attack all these mortars and everything. All these supplies. And drop a heal. Just because I need my guys to have a lot more health. As soon as that med kit's pretty much done, send your guys back out for a bit of a run. Cannons managed to get to us, but that's no worry. We've got 83 gunboat energy left, so we can literally shock everything and anything. And all I really need to do is just shock twice, because that's the only things that are within range. So let's go ahead and just chill out and relax and not worry about anything at all, because I mean, our warriors were taking down the headquarters so quickly, it wasn't too much of a worry. Might as well throw down some celebratory shocks. Alright, and only 5 guys died then. Couple on the pathing. Oh god. And I go back to the map. Silly, silly me. Alright. Stage 6. Let's see. Are we going to be able to take it down? I'd assume so. Alright, so stage 6 is definitely a tough cookie. So what I've decided to do is go ahead and boost my troop damage masterpiece, which is brand new at 27%. And also my gunboat energy. I don't feel like your gunboat energy is all that necessary, but I'd much rather be safe than sorry. And of course, once you get up to where I'm at in the game, I'm going to go ahead and try to push as far as I can in terms of victory points. So let's go ahead and scout out Terra Stage 6. And if you guys do follow the Boom Beach Reddit, you guys would probably know that as my good booming buddy called Hims, he also has been playing this game pretty much for as long as I have, and we've grown together in the Boom Beach journey. Very, very sentimental, right? But yeah, I definitely agree with his statement that it seems like Dr. Terra seems to be a little bit more difficult. Of course, that's got a bit to do with the higher level defenses as well as HQ21, which you've got to keep in mind that when the building health boosts come in, it of course definitely helps with the percentages with that 20,000 base health on the headquarters. So at this stage, I wouldn't recommend if you're lower than me, to be quite honest, just because of the health the headquarters has and how difficult it is. So I'll be using critters. So I will be using critters to go ahead and get rid of these mines right around the headquarters. So do need to be at least level 19 headquarters. So let's go give this a shot. Put the critters right on this machine gun, and they should spread out nicely. Indeed they do. They get everything. Beautiful. That worked out perfectly. Next step, drop all my guys right at the very bottom of the beach. And then once they get near, go ahead and flare them onto that flamethrower. And smoke up twice there. Alright, and then onto the boom cannon. Left a little bit too much space there, so a flamethrower will be able to get to us. And unfortunately, a shock even goes off. Go ahead and flare the headquarters and smoke it, of course, as always. And we're doing very well at the moment. So next up, what we've got to do is drop a couple... I don't see where the smoke timing is, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I had enough gunboat energy to drop 4 shocks, which is definitely quite a bit. We've got this in the bag, no doubt. Make sure you go drop your shocks on the shock bombs, or the shock blasters. Oh, sorry, these thingamajigs, and just get as much as you can on the left. Jeez, I'm so all over the place just because of how flustered I am actually being able to beat this stage. Because let me tell you, it took me more than a few tries to actually beat this. It'll be interesting to see how some other people go ahead and try to beat that in my... Alright, and on to Terra Stage 7 we go, and even with my considerable boost, this is one difficult stage. It's got 140 plus 280,000 health, so it's about 420,000 health if my calculations are correct. Do you need to be at least headquarters 19 to do this the way I'm doing it with critters? There are a couple of supply points right next to each other as well, which we'll be taking advantage of, but I definitely would not recommend this if you're, I guess, anywhere below headquarters 18. Even if you are headquarters 18, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just one tough stage, and be very impressed if you'd be able to do it with warriors, at least, that is. Maybe if you've got tanks that are really high level, you'd be able to do this, but not with warriors. Anyways, let's go ahead and get a critter box just to the left of this sniper tower. And they have a nice spread, which clears out all of the mines around. Beautiful. Then we go ahead and get these 2 mines, and then these 2 as well on the left. Beautiful. Now it's onto the supplies. So we should get all 3 of them here as well. Let's have a look. Beautiful. That gives us 88 gunboat energy for the actual attack. So what I'm going to do is double smoke the beach, and then flare onto the machine gun. Drop all our guys, and a couple of rocket launchers will hit us, but it's definitely not the end of the world. Then we go ahead and flare onto the supply point there. Try to offset it a little bit, closer to the headquarters, that is. Then we'll just go flare onto the headquarters. Alright. Now I do have my medkit maxed out as well. We'll be using that. It's 21 now, I think. yeah, it would be level 21, so that's pretty exciting. Go ahead and get ready. Okay. Now, all these rocket launchers are causing us a lot of grief, but with my health medkit, it should definitely help us out a lot. And actually, I'm taking this down way easier than I anticipated. Believe me, that does not do justice with how difficult that stage was. It was incredibly difficult. So, most important thing, get that shock launcher. I left those rocket launchers around. I did gem my medkit, so I guess that's why it seemed like it was a lot easier than it actually was. Because the medkit now gives you 75 extra health. Definitely a big help. I guess it was a big help for this stage. So that's how to take on Dr. Terra today. I mean, stage 6 and 7 weren't really all that great showcases because it was just more of a showcase of my strength, really. But tomorrow will be an exciting episode as well because Hammerman attacks us, and hopefully I'll be able to at least defeat a couple of his 7 stages now on. Until next time though, guys, I'll see you later, and thank you very much for the support. There'll be a brand new Defenseless Let's Play coming in very shortly, hopefully with a webcam as well. I have done a face cam in a couple of videos, but let's stop this episode from dragging on too long, and I'll end it right now.